Welcome to Advocation X, episode number 29. Time for a Tesla newsworthy broadcast. A special thanks and hello to all you beautiful thinking people out there. Before we continue, please help further our cause by hitting the like button and subscribing for future content. Become a member and crush that bell while you're at it, so you miss nothing going forward. Huge disclaimer, huge. Ours is an opinion channel, but is based on facts. Questions will be answered if you're a subscribed member of this channel. However, suggestions are more than welcomed, and including critical analysis. So, topics to discuss or tackle here and now. The regular insurance industry, their premiums, their profits, Tesla's brilliance. Tesla, as it goes for their risks, stats. So let's attempt to unpack this now. Regular insurance companies use risk versus premiums kind of calculations. Their calculated models are so outdated based on the new technology that is about to take over their world. Insurance profits, wow. I mean, those poor guys, they really need to raise their rates. They only make hundreds of billions of dollars in profits regularly. Is it any wonder why billionaires are all invested in insurance companies? They basically have a license to print their own money. Moving on. Tesla getting into the insurance business is brilliance. Total brilliance. While only available in California right now, make no mistake, it is coming. Seeing how they are the safest vehicles on the road by far, it only makes perfect sense to insure your own product that you can monitor and determine if premiums go up or down based on individuals. As far as their risk and the assessment of that risk, having all that data being fed directly to Tesla makes it possible to set premiums by the minute if need be. Those premiums will be so accurately assessed that it will be virtually impossible to overextend the Tesla's insurance pool of money with accidents incurred by their vehicles on the road. Of course, there will be a healthy margin, I'm sure, built in that will allow Tesla to further make investments in the future of Tesla owners and their pleasure driving their vehicles. Because Tesla drivers are between 3.4 and 6.4 times less likely to be in an accident, details to come later, it is strictly a no-brainer. Tesla needs to go down this road and go down it very quickly. Now, could you get insurance cheaper than Tesla could offer you? I think yes, but only if you bundle your insurance with more than just a house. So maybe a house and a second car and your Tesla, or your house, a Tesla, and a boat. Under those circumstances, you just might be able to shrink your premiums. So here's an example for you. Regular insurance for a Tesla, and this is United States figures, of course, so in California right now would be about $200 a month. The Tesla insurance could be about $85 to $90 a month, so you can see a substantial savings right there. But if you were to get a different insurance company and bundle your insurance with a house, 2 cars, etc., then you could be paying between $70 and $80 a month to insure your Tesla on top of your other vehicles and house. So let's break into why this might be and what the future may hold for us. When we look at the stats, okay, let's think of a Tesla. You have over 1 million Teslas on the road right now. And when you measure the accident rate for a Tesla using autopilot, which so many people are trying to trash and say that it's not reliable and they're afraid to let it do anything. So all the miles racked up on autopilot with all those Teslas on the road, it takes 3,700,000 miles on autopilot before one accident occurs. So over all those cars, you take 3,700,000 miles of traveling, and there may be one accident. And that one accident could have been a fender bender. We're not talking about just deaths that occur in accidents, an accident. That kind of puts autopilot in a really good bracket of its own. So let's go to the second stat. Okay, because not everything's peaches and cream with a Tesla. So let's say you don't use autopilot at all, navigate on autopilot. All you use is the regular safety features that you can enable, like lane keep, assisted lane change, adaptive cruise control, collision avoidance. So just the regular safety features that you would be enabling on a Tesla. Throughout all those million vehicles, you would still have to go 2,100,000 miles before one accident occurs. I'd say that's still brilliant. I mean, you could disagree. You might have some stats that you can dig up somewhere. I don't know where you get them, but that would say that maybe your car is better. But let's just go on. Third stat for Tesla. Again, no autopilot, no extra enabled features. So the user enacts no safety features whatsoever, just the regular features that the car enables on its own. And you'd have to go 1,600,000 miles to find one accident. I hope you're following these stats, because the top one says that you are 6.4 times less likely to get in an accident. That's using autopilot, navigate on autopilot. The worst case scenario is that you are 3.4 times less likely to get in an accident than any of the other conventional vehicles out there on the road. Very, very impressive stats, but it gets better. So, having laid all that bare here, the comparison numbers might startle you. In other gasoline-powered and other vehicles that you'll find on the road, their rate of accident is, you would have to go 480,000 miles before you'd incur one accident. 480,000 miles in a conventional regular vehicle versus a Tesla at the worst 1,600,000 miles. And at best, right now, 3,700,000 miles. So what we're looking at, as we know Tesla improves each and every day, as you use these autopilot features and these safety features, all these, the data that goes back is allowing them to tweak the software to make your car safer. Use these assets to your advantage and to the advantage of the entire fleet. Whatever you uncover, if you uncover any mistakes for autopilot, you're making it safer for everybody else in the queue waiting for that update. Okay? So let's get to the other really startling statistic. You might have seen all over social media and in newspaper articles and stuff about Teslas catching on fire, miraculously just bursting into flames and all this other stuff. I mean, based on investigations, most of them are not true at all, but there has been occurrences. And of course, Tesla can check this information and data instantly. As soon as there's a problem, they can go in and extract the data to find out what occurred and solve that issue. So, with that being said, again, US figures from US data banks and the gathering of data that they do on a regular basis, if you're driving any regular car, whichever car you choose and take your pick, you'd have to go 19 19 million miles, 19 million miles before you'll encounter one of those vehicles that catches fire. 19 million miles. Staggering statistic. So this shows you how safe Ford, GM, Chrysler, and all these other makes and models, Audi, Lexus, Toyota, they're great. They've done a great job of not allowing you to burst into flames in the vehicle you purchased from them. 19 million miles. Now let's compare that to the Tesla's record. 175 million miles. That is 9.2 times less likely to catch fire than any other conventional vehicle out there. But you don't hear the big panic from everybody about, oh my God, every 19 million miles my car may catch on fire. The chances of your car being the one, extremely slim. And even 9.2 times more slim if you're driving a Tesla. Don't believe the hype. All right? One of the safest, it is the safest vehicle on the road today. Today. And it will get safer as we go along. Use those assets. So, in conclusion, let's just say there would be a very, very difficult road ahead for full autonomy. So, Tesla's Robo taxis are going to have a very tough road ahead in order to get approved in every jurisdiction, every country, every province and state. Because everybody has different regulations and everybody's going to have different liability. And insurance companies are going to refuse to insure it here and refuse to insure it there. And they're going to go through all kinds of dilemmas. So what do you think Tesla's plan is? Tesla's plan is to offer its own insurance to every Tesla out there. And once you subscribe to their insurance, your full self-driving will get unlocked. Under this, Tesla will be responsible for any of its vehicles that happen to mess up and have an accident. You won't be responsible. Your insurance company, whichever one you choose, for anything else in your life, will not be responsible. It will be Tesla who will accept responsibility for their own vehicles, and thereby being able to unlock their robo-taxis immediately upon instituting their own insurance company to take care of any liabilities or damages that may or may not occur. If you still don't trust that, Tesla's putting their money where their mouth is. Not only that, the premiums that Tesla could charge will also allow for a nice pot of gold that will allow them to do things to enhance the experience of all Tesla owners everywhere. Every little bit of revenue that goes into Tesla, Tesla seems to find ways to use it to improve its product and improve the user experience. I myself am looking very forward to Tesla launching its own insurance across the globe. That means their robotaxis are a lot closer than we think. So, let the other companies say, oh, 10 years, 20 years, all this other stuff. Great. You know, if that's their projections and the way that they want to move, that's great. Tesla has found its way, and I am almost 9,000% positive the insurance application is going to be their ticket to absolute dominance in the transportation industry. Absolute dominance. When they insure their own semi-trucks, and those trucks are able to drive loads while the driver sleeps, arrives at the other end, plugs it in for charging. I mean, the opportunities are endless for Tesla and all who are a part of the Tesla network. So please do leave your respectful comments at the end. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Become a member. Crush that bell. You won't miss a single episode. Once again, good folks, I must say, we never give up and we never give in. We keep an open mind to continue gathering knowledge because we know that knowledge is power and we are unwilling to give up our power. So, Once again, thank you very much for spending time here on this channel. And until next time, be safe, stay healthy, and happy.